How does dyspraxia affect you as a university student?
Let's start with what dyspraxia is.
Yeah.
It's not a visible disability. And at first they call it clumsiness and things like that. Dyspraxia has to do with the brain. And you all know the brain is connected to every sense organ in your body, your mouth, which is used for communication, your nose, which is used for sensing, your eyes, which is used for seeing, your ears, which is used for hearing, your hands, your legs, your feet, and your emotions. So imagine when someone is talking to me and they're speaking a language I understand, but I have to make my brain understand what they're saying. I have to grab the information, look for somewhere in my head where that information fits in, look virtually, maybe visualize what they're saying and put it together. And in such a case, it might take you a long time to now reply. But okay, and you find yourself like, I find myself sometimes going late to lectures. For goodness sake, you think that the fact that I woke up 6 o'clock for a lecture that I have 9 o'clock and I should be there on time. After all I'm going to do is have my bath and eat. But no, for some reason I get disorganized. I find myself going here, going there, and I'm like, okay. And you realize, oh, before you know it, it's just a few minutes to the time to go for lectures. And you're like, oh, for goodness sake, and I woke up 3 hours ago. You find that you drop this, you drop that, you bump into things that everybody knows has been there. You know it's there, but you're so your coordination, your body coordination and everything, your brain is not taking that time. It's like a bit longer for the brain to realize that, yeah, that is there. So that table is there. So tell your eyes can tell your brain is there. So now tell the brain should tell the body to move this direction away from the table. It takes a while. And a normal person will respond quickly. And then before you know it, I bump into it. And that's just another one. And when they talk to you in the lectures, you're like, okay, it's a long while. I know he's saying something. But because sometimes I just get like, my brain is like, it's frying. Because everything they're saying is like, it's taking more strength for me to like, put everything together quickly. And I'm like, okay. And then at that point you're like, oh, I just can't be, you get to drift away. That's when I go into my own little world, because already I'm overwhelmed. My brain is like trying to listen at the same time, look at the PDF or what, the things on the VLA, and I'm trying to the pictures and then the word from the lecture. And I'm like, okay, this is way out of my... at that stage you feel overwhelmed because your brain has been working a lot. And normally when I was in the secondary school, they tell you, oh, you can get up and leave the lecture room, relax for a few seconds, and then come back. No, you leave the classroom. But in a lecture room, you are a university undergrad. The lecturer is going to be upset if you just go out every 20, 30 minutes. Because you're getting overwhelmed by what they're doing and what the lectures and things like that, and you need to like calm your brain down. They should understand that. Maybe somebody needs to tell them that, isn't it? And then you don't think that I'm taking your lectures for granted. Okay, now let's talk about isolations and people communicating to you. When you give them a group, when the lecturers give us a group work, and then they think that, okay, it's the same instruction that I've given you all, and then one person quickly finished. Mind you, you told us to do A, B, C, D. When you give that instruction A, B, C, D, I have just been able to grab the D and remember the D. A, B, C, D, and then what happened to A, B, C? Okay, class, can you please name the list of the living animals, and when you name them, you now name which is masculine, which is feminine, and then you now put the colors, and then you tell where they are found. Okay, someone like me who is dyspraxic would remember maybe one of it that I can quickly connect to, and I grab that, and that is the one I can work on. And then I have to wait and then try to see remember or look around to see if I can get the other instructions that you gave us from other colleagues. And if other colleagues now start looking at you that, oh, you're not contributing, it's not that I don't want to contribute. And the worst part of it is, sometimes you're talking to people, they're like, oh, well, what's she saying? Because the way you talk sometimes is my communication, because of my dyspraxia, I mumble things up sometimes, and sometimes I say the words without, and then it would not make sense to the person I'm communicating with, but to me it makes sense. But because you are an able learner or an able lecturer or an able person, to you what I've said does not make sense, and that's the communication. So sometimes I'm like, why bother to say anything? And as such, I end up realizing that I don't have social networks, especially within the campus. And if you don't have that, they don't want to do some work with you. People would want to stay away from you when it comes to doing group projects, and people would even sometimes feel that you're not of any contribution. And I just think that people need to understand that it's not just about clumsiness, and we do have people that are dyspraxic in our institutions.
Daniel Radcliffe's dyspraxic. Harry Potter, the guy who plays Harry Potter, he's dyspraxic.
See, so we do have grown-ups that are dyspraxic, and I see the lecturers and the disability students department, if people could understand that when it comes to your writing, when it comes to your communication, when it comes to your dressing, when it comes to your interaction with people, when it comes to your managing yourself, when it comes to managing your interaction and coordinating, dealing with people, so it affects in every sense, and you feel like and because also your expression sometimes, because of that, you don't know when someone says something that is funny, you don't know when to smile, you don't know how to respond to social situations and social environments. And I think that also has a way of having some psychological impact. And basically, as a dyspraxic person, I would say that an able child that is 10-year-old, in some cases, I would say that person is mentally, and when it comes to ability, is better than me, though I am almost 40 something.